What's up, y'all? Welcome to Karmic Dynasty. I am Joyous Ram here in present day Indianapolis, Indiana, born and raised. Uh, Shout outs and appreciations to the platforms that we're streaming to all at the same time. Tribe Up 777999. Abdiel Ben Levi L. We're streaming over to his YouTube channel. I appreciate you, Emperor. Also streaming live to the platforms of Siba, Khepra, Ptah. All right. And today we are here discussing, because this is a study group. So you brought your discussions. This is a series. You knew I was coming. What's this? Episode 4? Something like that. What's this? This is episode 3. Yeah, the beginning of this week's Dr. Francis Cress Welsing presentations. So I think I'll be back like Saturday with part 4. And part 4 is called Black Women Fail. Today, though, we're here to discuss the war against Black males. How about that? How about that? How about that? All right, so I'm preparing. I'm still prepping, which is some as sharing the video out. That Dr. Francis Cress Welsing intro is 10 seconds. So Facebook is not over here cooperating with me. I'm sharing to the groups on Facebook. All right, there we go. Now, a brief of what brought us here in the first place. The answer would be, if you don't want to go back and look on episode 1 and find out, my BFF, K Croft is 99 from her YouTube channel. Herself is a student of Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, and of course, I've taken notes over the years, and so I'm here to acknowledge the ancestors, the great teachers that have brought us this far. I'll be here later today with another great teacher that's here. So y'all be able to contact him, check him out. Yeah, contact him. You know, that's why I'm bringing the present greats here. So you got questions, you go ask them. But Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, y'all better go grab y'all some ISIS papers. Okie dokie? Okay. Let's get going. So starting out today, and I think I'm knowing part 2 went out strong on the strength of the war against Black males. I gave some of y'all the business. So go check out the end of that if you want a brief intro on where we at today. Now, today we're going to go over here and look at what this Wikipedia has to say in brief about Dr. Francis Cress Welsing's views on racism. And then we're going to go ahead and look at some white supremacy, emasculation of Black men, little snippet. And then we're going to jump right over into the ISIS papers. So y'all ready? Y'all got your pens, papers? Y'all got y'all's thoughts you're sharing today with the class? I thought you would. Thank you. Now, okay, let's go here. At the top, Welsing defined racism. I didn't mean all the way at that top. Calm down. I'm over here with the trigger finger. Calm down. Okay, we ready? I'm back. We good? Okay, I'm squared away. Welsing defined race. Scratch, scream. Okay, let me do this one more time. Okay, Welsing defined what? Okay, you know what? Welsing defined racism as, what's wrong with mine? Do somebody know? Do I got some shortcut keyboard shortcuts or something on here? Either way, racism, white supremacy is the local and global system dynamic structured and maintained by those who classify themselves as white, whether consciously or subconsciously determined. This system consists of patterns of perception, logic, symbol formation, thought, speech, action, and emotional response, as conducted simultaneously in all areas of people activity. Economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, sex, and war. The ultimate purpose of the system is to ensure white genetic survival and to prevent white genetic annihilation on Earth, a planet in which the overwhelming majority of people are classified as non-white. We're talking black, brown, red, and yellow by white-skinned people. All of the non-white people are genetically dominant in terms of skin coloration compared to the genetic recessive white-skinned people. So, Welsing was against white supremacy and what she saw as the emasculation of black men. Emasculation is the removal of the external male sex organs, which includes both the penis and the scrotum, the latter of which contains the testicles. It is distinct from castration, where only the testicles are removed. Ew. Although the terms are sometimes used interchangeably, etc., etc., etc. Go look the rest up yourself. So Welsing was against white supremacy and what she saw as the emasculation of black men. She theorized that white people were the first people with albinism who were driven from Africa by the black natives. Criticisms. Welsing caused controversy after she said that homosexuality, which is a sexual attraction, romantic attraction, or sexual behavior between members of the same sex or gender, as a sexual orientation. Okay, apparently that's enough of that. Either way, Welsing caused controversy after she said that homosexuality among African Americans was employed by white males to decrease the black population, arguing that the emasculation of the black man was a means to prevent the procreation of black people. She also believed that white homosexuality was effeminate and an attempt by weak men at gaining more masculinity. Welsing believed that homosexuality is one of the products of the white people's race towards supremacy, using their own weaknesses as a weapon. Now, we discussed some of that the other day, because definitely they want us to be their reflection and put their weaknesses on us. And the weaknesses we mainly discussed the other day was the white man's inability to have and show performance from the penis that the black men have. Whew. So, as I promised, we're going over here to the ISIS papers. Now, today, per my scrolling and pausing, so politely, we rolling with page 82 today. Now, on page 82, I was going to scroll down. Let me see. Did I want to do that? No, at page 83. All right. I have some adjustments over here in my prep. Page 83. Let's look right here at this last paragraph, bottom of the page. During the past 400 years, black men in the U.S. have been forced into passive and cooperative. What page I say I was on? I got another source, y'all. My bad. The source the other day I could highlight. Okay, so the major strategy has been the installation of an overwhelming fear. Specific tactics range from actual physical castration and lynching to other overt and more subtle forms of abuse, violence, and cruelty. We should not be ashamed to recognize these tactics used to oppress black men. It is the truth. It is reality. I can hear my BFF saying, it is the truth. That's how she talk. I can hear her saying, it is the truth. It is reality. Ultimately, this is the meaning of black oppression. This is the meaning of black oppression. The major strategy has been the installation of an overwhelming fear. Specific tactics range from actual physical castration and lynching to other overt and more subtle forms of abuse, violence, and cruelty. Ultimately, this is the meaning of Black oppression. All Black people are oppressed. Now, according to Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, all Black people are oppressed. I'm purposely playing this banner because I'm purposely on his page today. Peace to the Khepra Ptah audience and the tribe of 777999 audience. So I have, y'all know what? I'm gonna give a source. Kind of. The other, maybe about a month and a half ago, I was streaming past, listening to some young people speaking. They had their little group chat, young Black men of different backgrounds, but relatable enough to get along and do a broadcast together. They do it every now and then. Sunrise my reference for this. Now, I heard one of them say, questioning Sunrise in the manner of, you got all these arguments. People have all these arguments about Black people and struggles and things we're going through and how to come up as a people. What about the Black people who's like untouched? The Black people who have no idea about these struggles that you're speaking on? Well, young man, here goes your answer. According to Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, all Black people are oppressed. So there go your answer, buddy. Because at that point, they live is when I turned it off because I was already on the roll, low key, telling them about themselves and putting them in their place. Dr. Francis Cress Welsing did in one sentence with 5 words. All Black people are oppressed. Period. I emphasize here that Black men are oppressed because ultimately it is a male muscle mass that oppresses a people. A male muscle mass. Ugh. A male muscle mass. Now, we discussed this male muscle mass the other day in part 2. It's called the penis. What does she call it? What does she call it? I don't remember what she called it. It's also called the phallus. It's also called cock. It's also called wee-wee. And in the comparison, I called it little tink-tink for the white man. Moving forward, ain't that a shame though? Just that one piece of y'all anatomy got a people on fire. Ain't gonna shame the things that they put an emphasis on. But again, speaking on emphasis, Dr. Francis Cress Welsing emphasizes here that Black men are oppressed because ultimately it is a male muscle mass that oppresses the people, and only male muscle mass has the potential for achieving liberation. So, if the men of a people are oppressed, the women are brought under oppression as they are dependent on the men for protection and defense. Women do not have the muscle mass to liberate a people and protect the young. Women develop the young, but their men must provide the protection. Hold on. Which page am I on? Wrong page. Thank you. I will not use this source no more for this series. Back to the people. Women develop the young, but their men must provide the protection and security apparatus. The global white male collective understands the priority of white domination. One more time. The global white male collective understands the priority of white domination. They fully understand, consciously or unconsciously, the threat that Black men represent to them. Hold on now. She said, They fully understand, full comprehension, consciously or unconsciously, the threat that the black man represents to them. So it's them. It's them. It's amongst them. It's amongst them all. Dear goodness, y'all listen to her now. Also, white males realize that in the final analysis, fatality, the vast majority of females must submit to males because of their lesser muscle mass. Additionally, white males fully understand that males who are forced to identify as females, will be programmed simultaneously into submission to the males they call the man, as opposed to aggressing against those same men. Now, I just saw like 4 or 5 different conversations in here of focus. Let me see where it was at. The global white male, global as a collective, understand the priority of white domination. So, number 1, there is a priority of white domination. And globally, all white males know this as a collective. Now, according to Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, this is a prescription from the doctor. How many of you are filling your prescriptions? Because all of y'all ain't. Because according to this prescription, some of y'all cannot claim it, and you're laid up with the white man. Some of y'all, I'm talking to y'all non-whites, of course. You're laid up with the white man. And we talking about males today, so I'm going to leave it there. I didn't even about to touch the men who's laid up with white women. No, because we talking about the men today, okay? And that they fully understand, consciously or unconsciously, the threat, okay? They realize that in the final analysis, the vast majority of females must submit. Additionally, white males fully understand that males who are forced. Now, what man would be forced to identify as a female in this context? Can only be talking about the non-whites, but today we talking about the war against black males. So we talking about black males, not blackmail like I'm blackmailing you. The black males. So the black males have been forced, and some are still well on their way to identifying as females. And the force will come by strong arming them. The force will come by imagery. The force will come by biological warfare, which Dr. Francis Cress Welsing has spoken on. For me, biological warfare, I'm talking about the increase of estrogen in the food products that our boys, black males consume, and have households in a place of saying they are, what's that dairy thing? They can't consume dairy. I can't write intolerant, lactose intolerant, and then have them drinking products like soy milk, which is full of estrogen. And then some fish products. A lot of men don't have yet to know that tilapia is filled with estrogen. So there's many ways to force a man into identifying as a female, and he can go willingly or unwillingly, per the examples I just gave. Because if you don't know you consuming a lot of estrogen, then you don't even know what it's doing to you. Then there's the plastics. Plastics and them metals and chemicals in the tap water, etc., that is lessening y'all sperm count and the ability in about maybe 40 years, it said, if that long, to not be able to produce any children. And most of y'all won't want to produce any children because you'd be too busy identifying as a woman. And a good boatload of them will probably be somewhere trying to have a baby. Am I done with that paragraph? We'll be to the males, let me roll back, who are forced to identify as females will be programmed simultaneously into submission to, like the counterparts, the women, as she's saying, we naturally submit to the men because they have a greater muscle mass. But on the other hand, y'all males being forced into identifying as a female, you will be programmed simultaneously into submission to the males they call the man. Now, we all know when it comes to the man, we talk about white men. The man got me down. The man, I ain't got no job because the man on my neck. The man. And you do all this as opposed to aggressing against those same men. Where's the aggression? I think I hear Dr. Francis Cress Welsing had a call out for aggression from our men, from the males. And she don't mean wait till you get home and throw it down in your household. You're supposed to have them aggressions out there with where the man at, because the man, he if he in your house, and I ain't talking to you already out low. I'm talking about the man who's out there on them streets, who got you clocking in, who's got you pulled over in traffic, who got you thinking that you less than what you are and talking down on you, and you low-key got your head bowed, talking about, yes, massa, yes, massa. You ain't gonna get in the man's face out there in that world, because they coming with that castration device. They coming with that cross to hang your ass up on, or they coming with that rope with your strange fruit ass, or they coming with them handcuffs. The aggression belongs to the man, not to your one man or your young man at home or your young woman at home. Take care of your children. I think I heard a call for aggression way back in the day from Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, and I have yet to see it. I have yet to experience. I have yet to hear about it. Where is y'all at? Where's the who? Nobody answered the call. Y'all just ignored this great teacher, Dr. Francis Cress Welsing. Y'all basically said, fuck you. That's what y'all told her. Y'all was disrespectful. Y'all disrespectful. You don't say that to her. She bringing y'all the textbook. She bringing y'all the law book. Dr. Francis Cress Welsing is the law for some of y'all. And there's a greater law. There are greater laws. But some of y'all can't even come to this level of acceptance of who you are. Because you know, Gabrielle Union and her husband, they have a trans daughter, Dwayne Wade and them. Yeah, I know. Ain't it something else? He received the call. He received the call to be programmed by the man to accept the forced identity as a female. He received the call. Now, Dr. Francis Cress Welsing has another call, and that call is aggression against the man. Y'all need to quit being some wusses. Where my screen at? Y'all need to quit being some wusses. But y'all want to come up here and jump at me, get in my comment section, talk crazy to me, get in my section after the broadcast and talk to me. It's some people you need to be out there talking to, and it ain't me. Now, in the case you, because your scary wuss ass still is in the comment section while my phone number is scrolling across this screen like every episode. Y'all some wusses. Period. Moving forward. White men in this world area have at least a vague, perhaps unconscious understanding that after 20 generations, we talking 400 years, male passivity, tomato, has evolved into male effeminization, bisexuality, and homosexuality. These patterns of behavior are simple expressions of male self-submission to other males in the area of people activity called sex. Males also can submit to males in any other 8 areas of people activity, which I think I just kind of discussed: economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, and war. So many concepts behind each one of those 8 areas. I thought to cover them, but I'm not even about to do it. At least one per area. I'm thinking to myself right now. I think I kind of covered it. We covered it kind of today. And or the other day, episode 2. So now we're going to move forward. Oppression is forced submission and cooperation in any of the areas of people activity. Is that what I said? Oppression is forced submission and cooperation in any other areas of people activity. So, we is all oppressed, as she said. However, the white male arrives at his deeply repressed sense of femininity because not only can he be dominated genetically by all Black and other men of color, but more profound from the white male perspective is the fact that he is dominated genetically by all Black and other non-white females. For the offspring of a white male and a non-white female will be non-white, like they mother, rather than white, like they white father. Thus, the offspring are genetically dominant in respect to the white male. This sense of genetic weakness, when compared to the majority of the world's women, propels the white male to project weakness, passivity, effeminization, bisexuality, and homosexuality onto the Black male, who is his arch potential challenger. Furthermore, the white male collector structures the social environment to transfer this mental protection into a functional reality. Good dear. The more the Black male strives to stand. So she does acknowledge that y'all will take a stand. And I acknowledge that you will too. That you do and that you have. But the more you strive to stand, the weaker the white male feels by comparison, and the greater the white male's thrust to effeminize the Black male. Now, do I want to, I'm gonna, let's do it. Yesterday, I was talking to this guy on the phone, and he was like talking to me about sperm retention. And he was demonstrating verbally the parental advisory. All right. He was demonstrating and speaking on verbally the physical activity between a man and a woman. Because we ain't doing that forced identity with a woman around here. Male on male, my ass. No, I didn't put my ass in it, just male on male. So anyway, he was talking about the activity of sex between a man and a woman, and the man embracing semen retention, and was discussing how the woman needing to be wet, moist, and the male not giving anything but thrusting inside her. And there's just a thrust. There's the motion. It's just friction, motion, thrusting. Okay, so that conversation and this part of sentence right here has me with this visual kind of. The more the black male strives to stand. So to stand implies there is a lesser. Here I go try to lay back again. To stand implies you're in a prone, coming up from a prone position. So you're the laying down, you're reclined, you're sitting, but to stand, that's a whole motion. The more the black male strives to stand, the weaker, because we swear the white man got it, okay? So the weaker, as the black male's coming up, the white male's coming down. He's feeling weakened by comparison. And the greater the white male's, okay. And so as this is happening, the greater, because he don't want to fall. The white man don't want to fall. He don't want to be embarrassed. He don't want y'all to see him with that red face. The greater his thrust to effeminate the black man, which means I need to turn these around. Yeah, hold on. White male, I had him, white male. Okay, white male, he's already here. So he's in a standing position, which means his penis coming out this about right here. He's standing up, his penis about right here. And the more the white man, the black man, the more the black man try to stand up. I need another type visual. The more this white penis is thrusting him. So basically, where's the FUC King Kim? Who got the back? I got me some oil right here. So there was a call from Dr. Francis Cress Welsing for the black man to stand up, come with that aggression. Now, at the same time, she straight just, it sounds like, what is y'all gonna do? Does there need to be an outline created, a how-to, a course curriculum on the black male standing up and regaining his strength and power? Because I don't care how tough, according to Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, us women appear to be. We is waiting on y'all. We is waiting on y'all. My life, we is waiting on y'all. Band-aid. Now, y'all is getting the business. We call it buck breaking. She mentioned buck breaking last time. We gonna roll with that term? Peace. We over here talking about the white man giving it to the black man from behind. Some oil, coconut oil is real good. Cause y'all gonna get it. Stand your ass up if you want to, black men. I'm taking the lid off for you. Stand up if you want to. It seemed like the more you stand up, there she go, buck breaking. The more you stand up, the weaker the white man gonna feel, and the greater the white male's thrust to feminize your. It's nothing. Y'all know I'm about these visuals. I'm a visual learner. It's been said and it's about to be understood. Okay. It's about to be understood. The more. Is y'all sharing this with people yet? I'm going to say it at least maybe 2 more times. The more the black man strive to stand up, the weaker the white man gonna feel by comparison, and the greater, where my solo script? The white man's thrust to effeminize the black man. Okay? Dilemma. Now, we need some problem solvers in the building. Because I'm the visual person in class. We need some problem solvers around here. Sound like, look like we need to get together some committees. Actually sound like, look like to head up a committee. Because I said some committees, plural. To head up a committee, I got a brother in mind. And he gonna be on Karmic Dynasty in the 8 o'clock hour, I think. Well, he's not. I'm spotlighting him. And his talks on the breakdown of political structures and how Pan-Africanism, the strength of a people, will not be achieved as long as there's political structures. I'm moving forward in this book. Now, we want to get into the psychiatrics of it all. Let's go. Let me finish this. To weaken the black male's psychological potential for aggressive and assertive challenge, forcing him to remain submissive to the man. Forcing him to remain. You're forced. That's where you gonna be, brother. But sadly, that means that's where we gonna be. Up under your ass. Because we waiting on y'all. According to this text, we are the American Psychiatric Association's decision. They made a decision to remove homosexuality from the list of mental behavioral disturbances resulted from the increase in number of white males seeking this mode of sexual expression due to an increasing consciousness of true white male weakness. Okay, so apparently homosexuality was previously decided to be a mental issue. It's still a mental issue. It's an attack on your mentality. Male bisexuality and homosexuality can be viewed as the sexual expression of male weakness, passivity, and effeminization. The motivation for these feelings and their sexual expression results primarily from the developing challenge by non-white men throughout the world to white male power and projected superiority. This challenge has assumed various subtle and overt forms during recent decades. So we're going to look at some. For example, in the U.S., heavyweight boxing, basketball, baseball, and football have all been taken away from white males by black males as symbolic expressions of white male virility and manhood. white males have been left with only two major sports wherein they dominate, tennis and golf, and both consist of hitting small white balls. I need not even mention that black men have been blocked effectively from participating in these remaining white stronghold sports. Now, tennis and golf. Okay. And she said effectively because I know we because I'm thinking of Arthur Ashe when it comes to tennis, but that's just one. Her point made. And I can think of Tiger Woods count. Tiger Woods is a non-white, but I can only think of that one. So still, her point is proven. They gonna hold on to something now. They ain't about to give y'all all these sports. It is also crushing to the collective white male ego and sense of power to be told by colored men called Arabs that the whites cannot have any oil to run their machines to maintain and extend their technology, their major control apparatus. Increasingly, the white male is being forced to see himself as he really is. The white females' liberation movement is another disturbing threat to the white male's sense of power and masculinity, helping to push him to a weakened and homosexual stance. However, white females are reacting to the oppression imposed on them by white males. Because again, the women are under the male because the men have a stronger muscle mass. Feeling inferior to non-white males and females, the white male said to the white female, well, at least I'm going to be superior to you. The white female reaction in the form of the white female reaction in the form of women's liberation is contributing further to white, next page, male-female alienation, pushing white males further into the homosexual position, and incidentally, pushing white females in that direction also. Because again, when your man go, you going, because he's stronger than you. So the white male bent over, the white female, of course, gonna have to be bent over too. Incidentally, the long-standing white male-female alienation in the white family has pushed the white female, perhaps unconsciously, to mold her sons to be more like herself than like their father. Thus, she creates a female with a penis. Additionally, she proceeds to fight back at the male and finally achieves symbolically a penis for herself, resolving the white female's penis envy complex, a compensation for her sense of inferiority imposed by men. In a similar way, she fights back at the white male when she captures a black male's penis and taunts the white male who believes her black penis is stronger than his own. All right, okay. I'm going to scroll down right quick. All of the aforementioned dynamics are components of the total dynamic of racism. Some of the methodologies used to achieve black male submission or effeminization warrant further examination. Unlike the white male, the black male does not arrive at the effeminate, bisexual, or homosexual stance from any deeply repressed sense of genetic weakness, inadequacy, or disgust, which I refer to as primary effeminacy. Effeminacy that is self-derived and not imposed forcibly by others. Instead, which means, to me in short, the white male by choice has sex with another white male. By choice. It's part of who they are. Again, seen in the rest of the world as a weakness. So then they have to force upon their challenger Black men ask for them. It would even gotta be black. But male ass on ass. On ass on ass. Forced. Which within itself says the black male is acting outside of his nature. So part of the aggression of the black male that need to come into play includes him coming back into his nature. We're gonna need some help connecting these dots for these brothers. Instead, the black male arrives at his position secondarily as the result of the imposed power and cruelty of the white man and the totality of the white supremacy social and political apparatus that has forced 20 generations of black males into submission. 20 generations forced. This pattern of imposed submission is reinforced through every institution within the white supremacy system, but especially in the fundamental social institution of the family, or in this case, the Black survival unit. Now, I see manhood on the next page. It's the black males, goes on and on, black male passivity. Of course, y'all can grab the ice paper and read on your own. I'm going through a point here. I'm going. Let's go right here. Under the white supremacy slavery system, the identity of sex machines was imposed upon black males, especially as many hands were needed in the fields for toil and labor. Sex machines was imposed upon black males, especially as many hands were needed in the fields for toil and labor. So again, this was under the white supremacy slavery system. Moving forward, the many babies that were produced gave black males their most open avenue for at least a limited sense of manhood. Limited sense. Because for the other percentage of the sense, they was only allowed and given the space to have that many babies, so there be that many more slave hands out in the fields, which put that much more power and money in the white man's pocket and psyche. No wonder they went to fight the war to keep slavery alive, because there went their sense of power too. And then here come all the man on male homosexuality, bisexuality, transgender, etc., etc. Here it come. It's here. They bringing it. Presently, with the birth control pills and with the pressure for population zero for all non-whites, this major male ego support also has been taken away. Without jobs, income, power, or even babies, there is no proof of sexual functioning. When this reality is coupled with the awareness that many women can receive more from a welfare check than they can from their male partners, the reasons for women, next page, not like that page, respecting men and staying with them steadily decline, and the black male-female alienation increases. We'll look at these 2 pages talking about them again. Let's read that again. When this reality is coupled with the awareness that many women can receive more from a welfare check than they can from their male partners, the reasons for women respecting men and staying with them steadily decline. Respecting men and staying with them decline. and the black male-female alienation increases. We're going to look at some statistics right quick, and we out of here. Recent statistics reveal that today, hey now. Where my page go? Thank you. Got to keep up with this technology. Recent statistics reveal that today, I did it again. Okay, out here. 34% of black families are headed by females as compared to 10% of white families. And this figure is increasing each year. In the metropolitan area, and that was 1974. That's the year I was born. So, and I'll be 50 this year. So 50 years ago, the statistics read 34% of black families are headed by females as compared to 10% of white families. And this figure is increasing each year. In the metropolitan area of Washington, D.C., there are 61,000 black male children growing up in homes without their fathers or their father's surrogates, while 90% of their teachers in the public schools are also females. I'm going to tell y'all what. Right quick, this is what I'm going to do. I said but I ain't done. I'm going to go and we're going to look at the statistics of today percentage, not 1974. That was 50 years ago. Quick math for me. I know. I was born that year and I'll be 50 this year. Quick math for me. We are also going to talk. I'm also going to talk about that last part I just read. All I could think about was the literacy rate in Washington, D.C., which is said to be the lowest in our country. And is this sentence in this book from 50 years ago the reason why I'm collecting books and taking them on my tour to Washington, D.C. every year? Because our children are said to have the lowest literacy rate in the nation in Washington, D.C. I'm pausing. Let me go see, what did that sentence say so I can go to Google and see what the percentages say. Black families headed by females. So there go the single mom squad. I can't stand it. Let's go over here. And I got a Band-Aid on my one finger. So my typing is going to be headed by black women. I should have typed the head of statistics. I'm looking for years. I see 2022. So let's go here. Let's look at it because I already said single mother. From 1990 to 2022, we could roll with it. Did I not share the tab? And they got different. Yeah, number of black single mothers in the U.S. 1990 to 1920. I mean, fuck, did I say to 2022? I know. This is crazy. This is crazy work. This is crazy work. The numbers have definitely increased. Percentage-wise, I don't know, but it definitely didn't increase. The increase is real. Of course, that's the agenda and that's the plan. Oh my. That's the agenda and that's the plan. So, do I need to go look? Can we need to go do the white families? Hit it. They don't know what I'm saying. Census Bureau got new. I don't know about all that. Head of household. What What was the conversation? Compared to 10% of white families headed by females. So we're looking at headed by females number. Urban Institute. Do they got some statistics? Let's see. The share from 1990 to 2019, the share of households headed by single women increased from 17.6% to 22.6%. Even among married to earner households, it's increasingly common to see women as the head. Among married households, the share of women heads of household increased 24.3% from 21.8% in 1990 to 46.1% in 2019. That's like that more than doubled. Black households have the highest share of women-headed households, 52.5%. The result of these two effects is dramatic. You think in 1990, only 32.5% households were headed by women. Over the next 3 decades, the share of households headed by women increased 17 percentage points. And by 2019, households headed by women accounted for half of all households. This trend holds across all racial and ethnic groups, with black households having the highest share of households headed by women, 60%. Good damn. Just the black column right here. This is where y'all winning. This is where we winning. Ain't that some shit? It's where we winning. Now, I'm going back over here. And so we discussed the statistics of the families headed compared to 1974. Again, in the metropolitan area of Washington, D.C., there are 61. Now, this was again in 1974. Black male children growing up in homes without their fathers or surrogate fathers. So now I need to go over to a tab and see how many black males in DC single mom homes. Are we going? We're going to roll with that. Census Bureau only. I don't want to talk to them. I don't like them. What Bing got to say? Bing. You don't have the exact number? Okay, whatever. Okay. A disproportionate number. What you got? Black families, young black men, black children, young black boys. Study group. Oh, no. And how many are men, boys? Can we get that? No faith. Can I control F this thing? Boys. No? Okay. Anyway. 73.7 million American children. Okay. I'm not seeing okay, broken down by race. The percentage of white children under 18 who live with both parents almost doubles that of black children, according to the data. While 74.3% of all white children below the age of 18 live with both parents, only 38.7% of African Americans can say the same. Instead, More than 1/3 of all Black children in the United States under the age of 18 live with unmarried mothers. Okay, 1/3, more than 1/3. Hold on, I ain't even sharing with y'all. I wasn't even sharing with y'all. What was y'all looking at? My bad. The search box. My bad. I'm over here. Goodness gracious. Okay, so I'm gonna go back over here. So the Black male children growing up in homes without their fathers, while 90% of their teachers in the public schools are also females. So our young Black men, they just in their lifetime, just a good percentage of them is surrounded by women all day. This produces a massive deficiency in adult males for role modeling and imprinting. Such role modeling and imprinting are essential for Black male children to understand adult male role functioning. So while we're sitting here and discussing whether we're going to do an outline for our Black men to challenge themselves and become more aggressive, one of those challenges is to keep y'all in the house. Start out in the house, first of all, because to keep you in the house, you had to first be in the house. Some of y'all, some of us, we linking up and hooking up outside the house. So there's never a house for the Black man to be in the first place because he was never there. We need to get it together. We, one, us, I, need to get it together. So when it comes to the outline, there's definitely a point that has to be made. Now, how do we get, I guess I'm starting on my finish. How do we get the men into the homes and off the streets having sex with us women? How do we get the Black men out the club behind the velvet rope and into the home with us women to then even have a conversation about them staying in the homes? You first have to be in the home to stay in the home. Y'all hooking up, shacking out. Hey, Cody. Y'all shacking out. It's a lot of work to be done. And I promise this just makes my argument stronger. These are things I knew, but to look at it and concentrate it and present it up here on the platform, good dear, it's a number of people right now in life that can't say nothing to me as of this point in life. They can't say nothing to me about the man. The man then automatically, at this point, y'all scripted. You're going to talk about the man the rest of your life. And that's your form of worship to the man. You giving him what he wants, talking about his ass every goddamn day, all day long, with your fake, false ass arguments. Because it sounds like the argument is within yourself. Because we talk about all the stuff the man do, where he got you at. What is you doing aggressively to stand up and give his ass the business instead of giving one of their asses, one of them white men, the cock, which is their primary nature, but it's secondary to y'all, forced upon you. But y'all need, I had to kick my legs up, get comfortable. Y'all need to give his ass the business. And not in the bedroom where he wanted it from you. Because he wants your cock in more than one way. Quit giving it to him. Figuratively and what's the other word? Virtually, physically, literally. Quit giving it to him. And lately I've been on some say less. Say less. Y'all need to say less. Quit talking about his ass and just give him the business. Get y'all asses. Y'all, we reckless. We reckless. It's so much to say. I got to 8 o'clock is my next show. I just have to check it out. Dear. And then I want to just do this at a part 2 because people ain't about to sit and watch no damn hour video. It's people who start this video and they don't even know what's going on at this end of the video because they didn't stay tuned through the whole video. Some people cut to the middle, but they'll cut. I don't know, but y'all's focus is off. The focus is diluted. It's destructible. I talked to that same guy yesterday that I was talking about the thrusting motions, and he has said the letter D is just like it's always something bad. It's tearing up something. I don't remember exactly what he said, but the letter D is a tear up word. It's a tear up some shit word. Oh dear. Say less, say more. I might with Black Women Fail being the next episode. I think I'm gonna do it on Saturday. I might just save this discussion for then. Because an hour, our people ain't got time for a video no longer than an hour. People, period. I don't know anybody got that kind of, as a whole, got that type of concentration. I'm gonna sit here and think about it while I eat my tomato. Somebody got some Jeopardy music, I'm thinking. Yeah. People ain't about why. People ain't into this end of the video. So what I'm gonna do is end this video, take a break, prepare for my next video in about 20 minutes. Black Women Fail. Yeah, the men done took some heat last 2 episodes. We gonna get the women some business. We're gonna balance this out. Yeah, and 5. Why I don't see a part 6 in my notes? Oh, I do. Down here at the bottom. All right, yeah. Cause it look like part 5, the men and the women gonna get it together, get the business at the same damn time in the same video, and in part 6. So, Black women, if y'all feel like this series is on your head too much, that's a shame. Cause statistics show that the men got it the worst, is getting it the worst in this series. So I don't want to hear from y'all. I mean, my contact information is open to the public. You can use it as you see fit. I'm telling you right now, Black woman, I ain't trying to hear you. I ain't trying to hear you. The men over here getting beat up. Don't contact me without knowing you gonna get the business. I'm gonna give your ass the business. Woo, what are we gonna do, people? That's the question. What are we gonna do? Say less about the white man, about the man. Say less. What y'all gonna do? What we gonna do? How we gonna get it done? That's all my piece. That's all I got for today. That's my piece, my section, my share, my piece. I'm on my way out of here. I think I already said that. Bye, y'all. I'm gonna share this outro. I will see y'all.